stopping at the park. I'm hoping it doesn't rain on me. I looked at the radar and it shouldn't. If it does, then I'm going to be walking in the rain because I'm already committed to the loop. But I wanted to talk about the Sunday training session a little bit. It was really nice. I did have some coffee before. I stopped at McDonald's and got a iced coffee, so had some caffeine performance enhancing boost from that. But went to the actual gym, hang out with my good friend, and just move the weights similar to the same weights I did last week. And to be honest, felt good for the most part. The full no foot snatch with 80 felt like it was a little bit forward, but I didn't have to adjust or anything. So I think it's just probably slightly not where I wanted it, but honestly, pretty happy with how those all moved. And then the cleans were interesting the same way as I did last week, but the front rack position, mobility wise, is the best it's ever felt with straps. It's hard to really describe it, but it was really comfortable to do the full clean. It was really interesting, and the power clean obviously felt good too, so I was really surprised with that, with how my front rack mobility has already improved. I cut off there for a second because someone was walking by, and it feels weird to talk and be recording at the same time, but hopefully that thunder stays far away. And based on how it looked like it was moving on the radar, it's not gonna get me. But this is the lake. I think I talked about it in a couple of videos about wanting to see if the flooding or the water levels went up, and honestly they don't really look any different. Still really high, but nothing that's like earth-shattering from before, so nothing really remarkable to show. But we can see the bridge here. It's a really cool bridge. You can see the whole lake on both sides. I'm going to show you that here in a second. But after the no foot clean and overhead press, there's some pause squats, and I didn't really have any expectations going into them. I was hoping to do 150, and I think probably from the caffeine, but I was feeling good, and did 150, and that moved really easy. So just went to 170, and honestly, that also moved really easy. What's really strange is when I did the 190 yesterday for the double, my quad tendon was irritated after it. But when I did, you can kind of see like a pathway in the water. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. And whatchamacallit, it felt uncomfortable on the quad tendon. But today it was like I never had any issues the previous day. So it was really strange how good it felt today. Not just the speed and the positions, but just like the joints, which is interesting. And this pulls with 130, same as last week with the pauses, but with more weight. Last week I did 120, so this week I just went up to 130. Nothing too radical with that. But the strength work is feeling really good. I'm really surprised that it continues to feel as good as it is. But see the other side of the lake. Continue to push it as the body responds to it. You see this guy on a dirt bike coming here in a second. Second loop I've seen him doing. I don't know if that's legal to do, but at least he has a helmet on. Better than the people that do it in my neighborhood. I'm pretty sure they don't use it. Maybe they do a helmet. I've only seen them a couple times. I don't see them with helmets, but hopefully they do, so they don't smush their heads and explode. But yeah, so I mean, overall really happy with this week of training and how everything was feeling and moving, and kind of just saving Saturday to listen to music and wear equipment and take extra caffeine and all that stuff. Obviously, I took some today, but I didn't do any during the week for training, just in the morning. So continue to do the same thing this week and see if it just continues to work, because no reason to change anything. Body weight was down to 234 this morning, so hopefully you can kind of hang around that area. But again, I'm not really hard dieting, just not overeating, so naturally I'm going to lose body weight just a little bit. I'm just hoping that it can get me to 230 without me having to really try as far as thinking about what I'm eating. But I'm not really limiting myself at all. Whenever I'm hungry, I eat, and just not eating junk, which thankfully I never really did, but I just would always think about overeating because it's hard to maintain my body weight. Oh yeah, after training, so after the pulls, I did some, since I was at the gym, some cable extensions, tricep extensions, and bicep curls, and just got a pump with them both. So no pull-ups or V-ups today. I'm trying to give my back a little bit of a rest too, because it's only getting better every day, but I don't want to strain something in it and then not be able to train as hard. So I'm gonna skip. Well, I didn't do pull-ups yesterday, and not gonna do any today, but we'll start hammering them again tomorrow. Maybe the weekends be a good time, like Saturday, to take completely off from that extra accessory work, unless I want to. But then Sunday, if I do end up going to the gym on a regular basis to do arms, it's a little bit easier to do it with the cables. Usually feels pretty good, honestly. I've talked about the tricep extensions, the cable extensions, always feeling really good, not just for the triceps, but for really the abs. And it's just a good stretch, like a literal stretch. I guess bodybuilders talk about like the stretch and the pump and all that, but it feels like a good back stretch as well. And the biceps, I don't really care. I really don't care about the biceps, but it's good to kind of do both antagonist muscles. But yeah, so you can see the beautiful park I go to. You can walk up there if you had a horse, but we should be good on the rain. It's about 7:30, I guess, probably a little bit before that. That's why it looks a little dreary out, and there is some rain on the horizon, like I've mentioned a couple times, but we should be good. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. If you made it to this point, I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Peace.